So hello and welcome to this Adobe Animate tutorial. Today we are going to create this simple animation, and right now you can see what we are going to be doing. So I am just experimenting with something like this. I am learning a little bit character animation in Adobe Animate and in Adobe After Effects, and I just created this simple tutorial. So yeah. One thing that I want to mention is that I also created a similar tutorial where we are going to have socks like this, and it is going to be walking, and there is going to be some camera animation and so on. But in this tutorial we are going to go with this one. We are going to have some shoes, they are going to be changing, they are going to be walking and so on. But yeah, this is what we are going to be doing, and right now we can start. Okay, so right now I'm on the site Freepik, and I'm going to put a link in the description. And I'm also going to provide you the Illustrator file that we are going to create very quickly right now. So if you want to skip this part, you can go directly to the Adobe Animate. But yeah, all you need to do is click download, then download this, and yeah, I will close this because I already saved this. And I am going to have a zip file. I'm going to unzip this, and I'm going to have the IPS file, and I'm going to double click, and it is going to open me this in the Adobe Illustrator. There is going to be some kind of warning, but I am just going to click no. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this, and I can see that it is all going to be grouped. So I'm going to right click, and I'm going to choose ungroup, and right now they are going to be separated. I'm going to create new document, Ctrl N, Command N, or File New, and I'm going to choose width, which is going to be 900 by 400. You can choose anything, but this is what I am going to choose. So yeah, like this. I want this to be pixels, RGB, and so on, and I'm going to click create. Now I am going to take 4 of these shoes, so I will go with this one, this one, this one, and this one. With the shift I am going to select them, or I can select them like so. But yeah, I will select them one by one because I do not want to select the background, and I am going to drag them to the new document like so. They are going to be pretty big, so I will zoom out with Alt and mouse wheel, and I am just going to scale this down a little bit with Shift like so. Now I am going to select them like so, and I am going to align them. So I will go to the align, and I am going to choose align to artboard, and I am going to align them like so and like so. Okay. But this is not the best thing because I would like to align them from the bottom. So one more time, I'm going to select them. I'm going to unclick this align to artboard, and I'm going to align them. I will go align to selection like so, and I'm going to click vertical align bottom like so. So right now they are going to be aligned at the bottom. You know, so right now we have aligned to selection and vertically aligned. So basically on the bottom, they are going to be on the same place. Okay. And yeah, now I can scale this if I want or anything, but I am going to keep this as it is. And yeah, now what I need to do is I need to go to the layers, and I am going to have everything in the layer 1 for shoes. So what I need to do is select the layer 1, go to these 3 lines, release 2 layers. Right now I can select them, drag them outside of the layer 1, and layer 1 is empty. I can delete this, and yeah. And I am going to save this. So yeah, and I'm going to create a folder which I'm going to call AI, and I'm going to provide you this file, and I'm going to call this to be shoes, and I'm going to click save. In here I do not want to change anything, so I'm just going to click OK. I will go to the Adobe Animate, and I'm going to go new file, and I'm going to choose 900 by 400, the same as in the Illustrator. So 900 by 400 like so, and I'm going to go with create. And now I'm going to drag my Illustrator file to the Adobe Animate. So yeah, I will go to the place where I save this AI, and I'm going to drag this in here like so. There are going to be some options, but I want this to be as a default, so I do not want to change anything. So I'm just going to click import. Okay, so I am going to have this like so. I could scale this if I want with the Q, but I am going to keep it as it was like so. I will go back, so we are going to have this the same. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all of them, and I will go modify, convert to symbol, and I'm going to call this to be shoes, and I want this to be a movie clip, and I'm going to click OK. So right now we are going to have only layer 1, which is going to contain all of the shoes, and the rest layers are going to be empty. You can see that they are empty because they have empty frame, empty keyframe, so I'm going to delete them. Now I will click anywhere and I'm going to create some kind of background. So I will click on the stage and I'm going to choose maybe this kind of yellow background, and yeah. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it, I'm going to position it where I want, like so, and I'm going to duplicate this. So I'm going to hold Alt or Option and I'm going to drag this like so. Okay, so something like this. Now I'm going to select them, I will right click and I'm going to choose distribute to layers. So we are going to have 2 layers, both are going to be shoes, and yeah. Now I am going to move them maybe like so, and I am actually going to scale them a little bit down. So I will go like this, okay, and I am going to position them so like this, and yeah. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend the timeline for both of them. So I will go to maybe frame 120 and I am going to go with F5 or right click, insert frame, like so. And now I'm going to create a motion twin. So I'm going to select the layers, I will right click and I'm going to choose create motion twin. Now I will go to this one, I'm going to rename this, this is going to be shoe number 1 and this is going to be shoe number 2, like so. And on the number 1 I will go to the frame 10, or maybe I will go to the 11, like so, and I'm going to put it up like so, and yeah. And I will go to frame 21 like so. So I always want to have 10 frames more, and I am going to put it somewhere here like so. Okay, so this is what I am going to have, and yeah. Now this is going to be animating along the straight line. So I will go to this keyframe, I will go to the pen tool and I'm going to go convert anchor point tool or Shift C, and I am just going to drag like so. And right now I am going to have this animating along this curvy path like so, and yeah. And now when the step is going to be finished, I am going to go to shoe number 2, F6, I will go to frame 31 like so, and with the selection tool I will go with V to selection tool, I am going to position this up like so, and I will go to 41, F6, and I am going to position this in here like so, okay. And one more time I will go with Shift C and I am going to go like this, okay. So right now we are going to go like first step, second step, okay, and I need to create 2 more. So very quickly I will create a keyframe on the bottom one, shoe 1, I will go to 51, and with the selection tool I will go up in here and I will go to frame 61, F6, and I am going to go in here like so. One more time, Shift C, and I am going to make this to be rounded. If you cannot see things outside of the stage, there is this clip content outside of the stage, but yeah. And right now the last step, I will go in here and one more time the same process, F6, I will go to 71, F6, selection tool, I will go in here like so. I will go to frame 81, F6, and I am going to put it in here like so. Okay, so yeah, and one more time I will go with Shift C and I am going to make this to be rounded. Okay, so right now I can go with Control Enter, Command Enter to see this in the browser, and basically this is what we are going to have. Okay, now I am going to create a little camera just so we can see you know, our shoes. So I am just going to go with C like so, and yeah, and I am going to go to frame 81 in here. I am going to create a keyframe on my camera, F6, and I am going to I will go back and I'm going to hold shift and I'm going to move like so, okay, and I'm going to create classic twin. Okay, so right now I'm going to have a camera and the camera is going to be moving with the shoes. I will go with Control Enter and this is what we are going to have. Okay, but I need to create, and I'm going to create very simple something static in the background. So we have something which is not going to be moving. So I will create new layer like so. I'm going to get a pen tool like this. It is going to give me just option for the stroke, and I'm just going to draw, you know, something like this, some kind of path like so, like so. I am not going to be worried about this. This is something that I would use from the Freepik, or I don't know, but yeah, and I am just going to create something like this. And now I can go to the paint bucket tool and I'm going to click, and this is what we are going to have. Okay, so basically right now if I go with Control Enter, I am going to have something which is not moving, and yeah, and I can change the color of this, or maybe what I could do is I can change the background color to be maybe something like this. Okay, and this one I can make something which is almost white, but it's maybe a little bit gray or something like this. I can go with Control Enter. I am not going to play with this. You can choose anything, but yeah. And now what I need to do is I need to go. I will change this color because I don't like it, but I don't want to play with the colors. So I will choose this one, and this one I will make white. But yeah, and now in here you can see that the first step is going to be on frame 21, the second step is going to be on 41, and so on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click on one of these shoes, it doesn't matter, and in here I am going to select all of the shoes. I will right click and I'm going to choose distribute to layers, and I am going to have 4 layers with the 4 shoes. And I'm going to extend the timeline the same as the main timeline. So I will go to the frame 81 and I'm going to go with F5 like so. And now I am not going to name them, but that's not the point. And I'm going to go to the layer 2 and I'm going to put the keyframe, the beginning keyframe on frame 21 like so. So this one is going to appear on the frame 21, and this one, the first one, I am going to go to the frame 21 and I am going to with shift select everything. I will right click and I am going to choose remove frames. Okay, so basically now what we are going to have is at the beginning, if I am going to hide for this one, we are going to have the first one, and then on the frame 21 we are going to switch to this one. Okay, and we are going to continue with the other. So I will go with this one and I'm going to position it on the frame 41 like so, and the same thing we are going to make the second layer disappear. So I am going to select this like so, right click remove frames or shift F5 like so, and the same thing we are going to do with the last one. So this one I am going to position on the frame 61 like so, and the bottom one I am going to go right now with the shortcut shift F5. We are going to make disappear. Okay, so they are just going to be changing like so. And this is the same movie clip, so it is going to apply to both of them. And right now if I go with Control Enter, Command Enter, this is what we are going to have. Every step we are going to change. Okay, but now what I want to do is on the main timeline, on the scene 1, I will go in here and all of these additional frames I am going to remove. So I am going to select this, I will right click, I am going to choose remove frames, and yeah, and I will just one more time change the color because I really don't like this, but yeah, okay, something like this. I will go with Control Enter, and this is what we are basically going to have. Okay, and by default this is going to be looping forever, but yeah, this is what we are going to have. Okay, So yeah, this is it. This is all. I just wanted to show you something like this. If you are interested in knowing how you can export from Adobe Animate, I have a separate tutorial about all of the publish settings and so on. I am not going to explain all of this in this tutorial, so I'm going to put a link in the description if you don't know how to export and if you want to know more about these settings in the publish settings. And also I'm going to put one more tutorial in the description if you are interested, and that's about how you can adjust banner like this for the Google Ads. But yeah, for this tutorial this is all. I just wanted to show you this simple animation, and yeah. If anyone have been here until the end, you can write me that in the comment, that would mean a lot. But yeah, I hope that you have learned something, I hope that you will be able to use this in your projects, and yeah, take care and goodbye.